You know that feeling, right? You're stuck in a conversation about, I don't know, the weather, and you can just feel your soul leaving your body. Well, today we're going to dig into why small talk can feel so agonizing and what it might actually reveal about the way your brain is wired. So let's get into it. I mean, really think about it for a second. When you hear those words, does a part of you just want to shut down? You're standing there, maybe by the coffee machine at work, and you know you could be talking about something real, something interesting. But nope, it's clouds. We're talking about clouds again. And what follows is just so empty. It's this scripted back and forth that honestly takes more energy than it gives. You walk away feeling kind of drained, maybe even a little hollow. If that sounds familiar, trust me, you are in the right place. But here's the thought. What if this hatred for pointless chit-chat isn't some kind of social flaw? What if it's actually a sign that your brain is just built for something deeper, something more meaningful? This brings us to a fascinating idea called high authenticity needs. Basically, for people with this trait, a conversation isn't just about being polite or passing the time. It's an opportunity, a chance to exchange something real, something true. You're not there to just talk, you're there to connect. And this chart breaks it down perfectly. On one side, you've got small talk. It's just a transaction of pleasantries. It's safe, it's predictable, and honestly, it's pretty low reward. But on the other side, that's your goal. A transaction of truth. You're looking for a genuine connection. Yeah, it's a little higher risk. You might have to be a bit vulnerable, but the reward, it's huge. It's a real, meaningful interaction. Here's a really cool way to think about it. You're a dopamine miner. In every conversation, you're digging around looking for that little nugget of authenticity. Because when you find it, your brain gets a hit of dopamine, that feel-good chemical. So you're constantly testing the other person. Are you a real human with your own thoughts? Or are you basically an NPC? You know, a non-player character in a video game, just reading from a script. So without even realizing it, your brain is running this little process in the background. You start a conversation and you immediately start testing for authenticity. You're listening for a sign of original thought. And based on what you hear, you make a quick call, real human or NPC. And right there, that's when you decide whether to lean in and go deep or pull back and save your energy. So when you boil it all down, it's not really about chatting for you. You're on a search. You're looking for that signal, that little spark of genuine thought and feeling. You're waiting for that moment when the other person goes off script and shows you a little piece of who they really are. That's when the lights come on for you. Okay, so that explains what you're looking for in a conversation. But it brings us to the biggest question of all. Why does digging through all that conversational rubble, all the how was your weekend stuff, feel so incredibly draining? To really get why, let's use another analogy. Just imagine that your social energy is like a bank account. You only have a certain amount to spend every day, and every single social interaction you have is a withdrawal. And if your social battery is a bank account, then you can think of small talk as a hidden service fee. It's a withdrawal. It costs you energy, but you get absolutely nothing valuable in return. You spent all that effort mining for that dopamine hit and came up totally empty. It's a net loss, and it drains your account fast. And this leads your brain to develop a kind of defense mechanism. We can call it social energy conservation. Your brain gets smart. It starts to recognize these hidden fee interactions and just instinctively starts to avoid them. It's trying to save your precious social resources for the conversations that are actually worth it. And this, right here, is the most important takeaway from this whole thing. Hating small talk doesn't mean you're antisocial. It doesn't mean you're rude or awkward. It means your brain is wired to be pro-authenticity. You're just conserving your energy for what really matters to you. Real, genuine human connection. So I'll leave you with this to think about. Who in your life doesn't feel like a withdrawal? Who are the people that actually make you feel energized, the ones who recharge your social battery? Thinking about what makes those conversations different, that's the key to really understanding and maybe even embracing your own powerful need for authenticity.